DuPont. Boom.
I can't do it anymore, Doc. I just can't do it. You don't know what it's like. The pressure, the expectations that I am the only one who can make them happy. Woman, who else? Geez, how long have you been a shrinker? You just can't do it. Make them happy. It's impossible. God knows I have tried. Particular, in general, what difference does it make? I'm telling you, Doc, there's no getting around it. They're all nuts. In the beginning, I thought maybe there was just one or two. But no, it's all of them. Pleasing them. That's what's so impossible. Oh, it always starts out great, huh? All rainbows and cotton candy. And then somewhere it all turns to. What are you saying? No. The example. How about a dozen? How about 100? How about 1,000? Which one? 3. I'm a 3-time loser. Lock me up and throw away the keys. The first one. Yeah, we could start there. Not that it makes any difference. Rapunzel. That's her name, Rapunzel. You don't meet many girls these days named Rapunzel. A lot of Brittany's and Taylors, but no Rapunzels. How did I meet her? She was locked in a tower. That's how I met her. Yeah, that's what I said, a tower. She was a prisoner. No real crime that I could figure out. Near as I could tell, her only crime was being incredibly beautiful. On a scale of 1 to 10, she was a 17. It was a stepmother. She was jealous of Rapunzel's beauty, so she locked her up in the tower. That's what she said anyways. Nobody knew. And if they did, I guess maybe they just didn't want to get involved. Me? I was just out riding one day and took a wrong turn. And there is this tower. I'd never seen it before. So I decided to look around. And I hear this voice calling for help. I look up. And at the very top of the tower is this vision pleading with me to free her. No, not right away. I didn't know what was going on. A girl is a prisoner in a tower? I don't know why or how. I told her that I needed to know a lot more before I could do anything. I waited for an explanation, and she did it. She let down her hair. You had to be there. You got to admit, Doc, that there's nothing sexier than a woman who just at the right moment gives her head a shake and unleashes cascades of long, flowing, incredible hair. And in Rapunzel's case, that happened in spades. She shook her head, and her thick, gorgeous hair started cascading, and it never stopped. All I could think about was how that hair was going to look like spread out on a pillow. I invited her back to the castle. No, not right away. She was little reluctant until I said, castle. I told her who I was eventually. It's not something you lead off with. React? You mean after that, oh wow? You mean after that, after I told her that I was Prince Charming? She mounted my white charger. White charger! My horse! What do you think I meant? Anyways, I took her back to the castle. Let's just say she displayed her gratitude in ways you can't even imagine. The girl had a real talent for gratitude expression. She was so happy to be free. She was like a kid in a candy store. It was a joy to watch. Even the smallest thing would make her light up like a Christmas tree. She kept telling me that I was the answer to all her prayers, that I was the man she'd been waiting for all her life. And then one day, it all went wrong. I did something I never should have done. What? I married her! Trouble? Not right away. Over time. I knew it was coming to an end when she did it. Cut her hair! A list of reasons. It's too long, she says. It's not practical. It interferes with my backhand. but I loved her hair. Of course, I told her that. Oh, I thought you care about me, but no, you only care about my hair. My mother was right about you. Her mother was right about me. Her mother, the woman who locked her up in the freezing tower. And then one day, she's gone. Gone. Ran off with a tennis pro. She's out playing mixed doubles, and me, I'm back to playing singles. How did it make me feel? How do you think it made me feel? Like a loser. A great big fat loser. Number two, you really want me to go through this? Okay. Number two, Snow White conjures up images of purity, freshness, and innocence. If there was any woman misnamed, it was my second wife. Believe me when I tell you this, that the last thing I wanted to do after Rapunzel was to get involved in another relationship. How? Again, I was out riding, that's right, on my white charger. I think I wasn't paying attention and I took a wrong turn. So I'm trying to find my way back when I ride past this quarry. And right next to it is this little house. So I knocked on the door, hoping someone could point me in the right direction, get me back to the road. And the door opens. And there she is, the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen. Anyways, I think I mumbled something about getting back to the road. She said if she knew, she'd go herself. I told her that it wasn't exactly how she wanted to live her life. I told her that I couldn't blame her for that. We talked a little more and she told me her name. Yes, I told her mine. Yeah, you mean after that, oh wow? She asked me if I could take her with me. Just like that. And I did, just like that. You really want me to go through this? Okay. Number three. No, I was not out riding on my white charger. I was out and about doing good deeds. It's part of the job of being a prince, doing good deeds. Anyways, when I met my last wife, and I do mean last wife, she was in coma. If I know then what I know now, I would have never... Yes, I said coma, you heard right. The doctors told me that she had a sleeping disorder, but they didn't know what caused it. And the remarkable thing was, she'd been this way for years, but hadn't aged a day, not a single day. Of course she came out of the coma. I may be screwed up, doc, but I'm not that screwed up. Just out of some sense of compassion, I kissed her on the forehead. And her eyes just popped open, just like that. I kissed her on the forehead, and the next thing she's wide awake, staring into my eyes, looking up at me, smiling. How did it make me feel? Come on, doc, it wasn't the first time a girl smiled at me after waking up with a kiss. One of the doctors told her who I was. Yeah, you mean after that, oh wow? She asked me to kiss her again, but this time, not on the forehead. You mean after the stepmother story and about being jealous of her beauty? Why? Because on the scale of 1 to 10, that's right, she was a 17. Yes, you are catching on, dog. Yes, I said I do. And then it was, what